I used to really strongly dislike reading. Like, ugh, ew, no thank you, Dad. Because he's the one who was making me, never mind. It's kind of funny to hear that from someone like me, right? I mean, I spent 12 years in college and grad school, so you'd think I'm a total bookworm. Well, I am now, but didn't used to be that way. Before I explain why I hated books so much, make sure to like this channel, subscribe, and click the little bell icon so you get notifications about all of my videos. Okay, back to talking about why I used to hate reading. My parents were English teachers, and my brother always had his face in a book, so I basically needed to not like reading. My dad would always take us to the library, and my brother would tear through the shelves and come back with stacks of books that he wanted to check out. I remember wandering around the little kids section for a while and then sulking in a corner. I felt I'd always pick the wrong thing and regret it. Hence the sulking. My dad would invariably find me in a corner. He would help me pick out books, which I would pretty much ignore for most of the 2 weeks I had them out. When I was 11, I started acting professionally, and my dad, who was a junior high drama teacher, took out a copy of J.D. Salinger's classic, A Catcher in the Rye, for me to practice my acting skills. He had me start with the first page, and all I had to do was read it out loud. It is a gripping first page. I read the words of Holden Caulfield, and in an instant, I was Holden Caulfield. In a flash, I loved literature because I finally saw how transformative it could be. Reading isn't just about downloading a bunch of words into your brain. It's about stepping into the shoes of another person and seeing yourself transformed. You just need to open your mind and let yourself be taken over by a book. Over the course of my teen years, I became an avid reader. I wanted to read everything. I wanted to get the lists of books that my father gave to his students, and I wanted to read those too. And I kept a list of all the books that I read, because there were times when I simply wanted to look back and remember all of the amazing adventures that I had been on in my brain through these books. Speaking of going on adventures in your brain, I really want to thank the Great Courses Plus for sponsoring this video. The Great Courses Plus is a subscription video on-demand learning service where you can watch lectures and listen to audio lectures by top professors. These professors and experts come from the Ivy League and places like National Geographic and the Culinary Institute of America. It is an incredible site where you can gain unlimited access to over 11,000 lectures on pretty much anything that interests you, including your favorite authors and books. You can use my link below to get a free 30-day trial. Okay, let's get back to my reading story. Flash forward 30 years, and I am the mom of a 10 and a 13-year-old son who have a ton of reading to do for school. And yes, they roll their eyes when I remind them to do their reading. I am now that mom, reminding them and kind of nagging them to get their reading done and also enjoy it. I've noticed that their eye rolls surrounding reading have gotten more and more frequent. I debated asking their dad if maybe their workload is too much. I mean, after all, we're homeschoolers. They shouldn't have to do anything or have any responsibility, right? Life's a dream. No, that's not how it works, my ex-husband reminded me, and he's totally right. So what's my solution? Wait for it. More reading. Let me explain. The one kind of reading that my sons don't do any of anymore is reading simply for pleasure. We used to read 3 storybooks a night, and it was so much fun. It was glorious. They saw reading as cuddling with mama and learning amazing things and going on great adventures. Those days are gone. I mean, they're pretty much grown up now, right? Now their before bed routine is that they wrestle and we talk and we laugh and they brush their teeth and take a shower, and then they just want a quick kiss and a cuddle and they put themselves to bed. There's no more time for us reading together for pleasure. However, I think that reading should be what my father inspired me to see that reading could be. It's a window into your mind as you explore someone else's life experience. It's amazing. I mean, the brain is so amazing. Like, we read other people's stories and we have feelings about them and we cry with them, we fall in love. Like, that's incredible. The power of books is unbelievable. And so, to drive that home, I have decided that my sons and I are going to read again together for pleasure. I ordered 4 books from which they can choose. We read a couple chapters every weekend, and lo and behold, they love reading. The first family book that we're reading is Animal Farm by George Orwell. We grab blankets and each other and we sit together and I read to them. It's the story of animals liberated, which my vegan children and I cannot get enough of. But it's also the story of fascism and socialism and a struggle for power and what are the things we do to get power and how do we keep it. It's wonderful. I mean, sleep well, boys. Now you know about fascism. But seriously, they're enjoying reading the way they should, the way I started to when I was 11. So how's our experience going for me? Well, I think I kind of get a gold star because my kids have stopped rolling their eyes when I say it's time to read. Why? Because A, it's togetherness time, and B, they're seeing my enthusiasm as we go on these journeys together through the books that we read. Our next book choices are Diary of Anne Frank, The Autobiography of Helen Keller, and To Kill a Mockingbird. I'll let you know how it goes. And don't forget to check out the Great Courses Plus. There's actually a course on George Orwell, so you can learn all about dystopian novelists and the fact that George Orwell really could only project a couple of decades into the future, even though his books are so visionary and amazing. So please visit thegreatcoursesplus.com/Mayim or click the link below in the description to start your free 30-day trial. And let me know how it goes. Happy reading! For more on which books inspire me and why, check out my website at groknation.com.